I got worn out, coach.
I know. You go one round. Let's go, man. It's up to you. You guys stay in your shape? I had to touch those in there.
Oh, we went to
I always say this, we're not better, we're just different. If you came to victory because you think you're gonna win all your fights, you came to the wrong gym. But show you how to be victorious outside the ring in your decisions, your everyday decisions, then we've done our part. I followed my older brother to the boxing club when I was 9 years old. And really for me, it was just to get out of a hostile environment. My father was an alcoholic, he was abusive. Any escape, whether it was out on the streets with my little buddies hanging around, running the streets, riding our bicycles or skateboards, or finding this outlet, which was the downtown boxing club. And so I clung to it, I was really good at it, and I boxed for about 10 years as a kid growing up, won several championships. And then ended up kind of spiraling downhill once my father left. I still stuck with it for a while, but started experimenting with different things, and that's how I ended up going to prison, and that's where I surrendered my heart to Jesus Christ. So a lot of friends of mine that I grew up with go to prison. They don't realize that the real battle begins when you walk out of that gate. Do you have a sellout price? Are you different? Has God really, truly transformed and changed your life? Coming back, I wanted to be a professional boxer, and so I went to another gym, and a lot of discipline, which was great, but there was just anything kind of goes. It was just like, man, when I start Victory Boxing, because it was a call on my life by God to help rescue kids off the same streets I once used to terrorize, it's going to be different. And why? Because Jesus Christ is the difference maker. And we have values and we have rules and regulations. And that's what sets us apart from all the other boxing clubs. We do a lot outside of the club to build relationships with the kids. When we receive a grant that is going to help accommodate a cultural trip, we'll take kids that aren't in competition. And when you're on those trips, you're driving 8 hours, 9 hours or whatever, you're building a relationship with them and you're letting them know this is what God can do in and through your life. The gang is never gonna offer you this kind of stuff. You're not gonna go horseback riding up in the mountains. You're not gonna see the ocean, you know what I mean? Just so many different things we've done with these kids. We're 20 years old now, so we've been recognized as one of the entities that's helping gang prevention, gang intervention. It's not always about, the only time you come to victory is if you're gonna be a competitor, you have to, it's not about that, man. This is faith-based, so all are welcome. We keep the main thing the main thing. We preach the gospel. By reading the Word, you're going to learn to love yourself. You're going to learn to respect yourself. You're going to learn to love God, respect Him and His Word, and love others and respect them as well. The whole part of this whole scenario is God is love, 1 John 4:8, A lot of people out here searching for love in all the wrong places. I did it, but I had a big empty hole in my heart that it was a God-shaped hole. Only God could fill it. I'm no stranger to the other side, and so I can relate to a lot of these kids that walk through the door. When they first walk through the door, the very first thing that I say to them is, God loves you, God has a plan, God has a purpose for your life. And I don't care how old they are, This is a faith-based boxing club. It's who we are, flat out. If you can respect that and follow our rules and regulations. Oh, and by the way, we host a Bible study every other Thursday at 6:30, from 6:30 to 7. You're welcome to join us, whether you're an adult or not. God has a specific plan and a purpose for their life. You don't have to follow. You can be a leader. You don't have to follow the people that are going in a life of destruction. Let them know that you can make it out. You know, you don't have to, you can break the cycle of whatever it is that you grew up with. And I'm living proof that God can change anybody, so.